A very good evening, good afternoon to everyone present here, and welcome all to the session. On this day, it's a special day for every one of us who are, interested in nutrition, or you're following nutrition every day, or you want to learn more about nutrition, or you're into wellness, anything may it be. So it's your day. So happy World Nutrition Day to everybody whoever is involved with nutrition, concepts of nutrition, want to learn more. So it's a wonderful thing that you're all interested to do this. So today I am going to talk about few nutritional values, or how do you go about doing proper nutrition, your how do you deal with your nutrition information in your products, and many more things. So welcome all to the session. Myself Shirley, I'm your India nutritionist. So today I will be taking the session, and hope all of you are with your pens and your books, and let's begin the session, right? As usual, like I we always say, there is a language interpretation option for you guys. So what you go about doing is, if you want to listen this session in your regional languages, like your Hindi, Kannada, Tamil, Telugu, or any Bengali, or any such languages, you have an option on your right side of your screen, like the yellow color block you can see here. So click on that globe icon, right, which is marked here. So click on that icon and it will take you to this page. Okay. So here you need to check on or click on the language that you would want to listen to this session in, like your Hindi, Kannada, Tamil, Malayalam, Telugu, right? And before that, you also need to mute your original audio. So if you don't mute this original audio, you will not be able to listen this in your in your regional languages. So please do that. And people, or the attendees who are using or logged in through your phones, who are listening to the session in the phones, you also have an option. So you can see the three dots on the top corner of your phone, right? Click on that. So again, it will give you the same options, mute the original audio. Click on the option that you would like to listen, or language that you would like to listen the session, and click done, right? And you also know it's Spanish for Bengali. All the people who want to listen the session in Bengali language, click on the option called Spanish. Now I think I have guided enough about the language interpretation. Now there's something else also. So you this please do not record or photograph this session. So instead of that, let's note down the points which stay with us for a long time. Now, so yeah, this is not something very new, right? After, especially after COVID and so much we have been through, now we know what is the importance of nutrition. Everybody, from a layman to somebody who's expert, also knows nutrition is the key basics of our life. How do we nurture our body, how it nourishes, how it works, how it functions. I'm talking because I have good nutrition in my body. For everything, nutrition is related. And if you ask me, is nutrition alone enough? Yes, nutrition is the root of any body, but you also need shoots, you also need branches, you also need water, soil, similar to your rest, sleep, and hydration and everything. But yes, nutrition is very, very important. The nourishment, the nourishment to the body is from your food. Now the question is, ask yourself, am I eating right, or am I eating for the right purpose, or am I, or is it just for my taste, or is it just for my cravings? Am I eating, or am I eating to nourish my body? This is the question we need to ask ourselves every meal, not every day, right? Every meal, everything we eat, anything that you're giving to your body, you need to consider, is it good for my body? Am I eating with a purpose, or is it the right time to take this? We also have this tendency, since India is a very, very big country, but it is highly in protein deficient, highly vitamin deficient, but yet somehow we are not able to cope up with that. So the reason might be our choices with carbohydrates, higher amount of fried foods, or saturated fats. So we should consider all this. It's a high time for us to consider all this. So just like I told, do we eat to live, right, or we live to eat? There's a big difference. So eating to live, so I eat to live, that means I nourish my body, right? It is survival, for the survival purpose, for nourishment of my body. So food, here the first question, when you talk about eat to live, that means I'm giving food for the purpose my body needs food, right time, and right purpose. But what some of some of the people, like some of the common people, what the mistake we do is we live to eat. That means for our satisfaction, for our cravings, taking food as just for that, you're very hungry and you just gulp everything at once. So that is living to eat. So now you guys should choose whether you need to eat to live or live to eat. I hope you all got this point. I hope you have understood now. By now, it's high time that we all, reflect on this. Now, how are we executing? So, being a Herbalife family, a part of a Herbalife family, how are we doing this in a very, very simple method? Every day, we are helping others, we are helping ourselves to do this in a right, way. Just like our products speak about cellular sciences, each and every product is based on the cellular sciences, seed to feed technology. We are, we are easily, it's make this cellular science is making us, it is very easy for us to deliver the right nutrition, because it's undergoing a lot of tests. Right products are chose, right ingredients have been put, and there are many, sensory evaluations, many tests that's been done. So all this is made sure for making our lives easy, right? And then how do we personalize that? It doesn't mean that when I need, so much protein, my colleague also will require, same amount of protein. Or if I want so much of, if my body is deficient in calcium, my colleague might have deficiency in vitamin D, or calcium also, or along with that iron. So how do I personalize? That matters a lot. How do we do it? We can also always, take help of RGNP. Any basic man or anybody, a layman also can understand that every day up to 30% I should take fats through supplements or diet. Or every day I might require 30 percentage of protein through my supplements or diet. Every day just 40%, not more than that, carbohydrate should go to my body for this fat and for this protein to function. So these are the things that we look at every day. We should, if follow this, it's more than enough for optimum nutrition. So that is what all the nutrition speaks about. Now, again, there's another question that we need to consider. Now, how do I eat? Now, you eat, okay, you might have seen in many restaurants saying that you are what you eat, what you choose, right? Now, you guys being in the industry or being in this wellness field for a long, long time, or maybe you just started because you're interested in nutrition and wellness. So how do you consider? Is it just you want to eat, or you just eat and you think my body will take everything, or you are what you absorb, right? So this is the question that you need to ask, and you can also reply in chat box or your Q&A session, Q&A, question and answer chat there with your answers. That will help me also understand that what are your opinions. So what do you guys think? Are you what are our bodies what we eat? So if I eat something and my body is fine, or if I eat a food and that my body absorbs properly, and that is when my body gets the benefit of it. So it's always what you absorb. So that's something we need to understand very well, that anything, even if you eat a very, very, very healthy meal, but your gut health is very bad, you're not absorbing, your metabolism is gone for toss. It's not going to function as you think inside. Now, I pronounced a word called metabolism. So what is metabolism, right? So in very, very common terms, you can also consider there is a function in your body When you sleep, when you eat, when you walk, when you sit, every time there is something going on in your body. A chemical process in your body. When you give your food, your body processes it. When you walk, your body needs energy, it is using the energy. When you're sleeping, the hormone secretion is also one process. So all these things happening inside your body is metabolism. How does this metabolism start? Imagine this metabolism as a new car, right? A car cannot function without thermogenesis, I mean fuel, right? The fuel is thermogenesis. It's a kickstart for the to start your car and just move on. So that is how thermogenesis works. And what is thermogenesis? As the word itself says, thermos means heat, genesis means burning or generation of heat, and the process of burning the calories in when you consider our body. So there are different thermogenesis, but in our body, thermos means heat, genesis means calorie burn. It burns your calorie. And is it just your calories? So what if I'm sitting now? Is my body burning the calories? That's a big question for all of us. I can explain in a very simple four different ways how our body is going to use the energy or use the food we give in a different processes. Why this is important? Because if this is not happening, your weight loss, your other goals what you have set for today is not going to happen properly, because this is the basic kickstart for your food. Just after you eat, this starts. Okay, now consider, just think about your house. You are the only person living in your house. So even if you are gone, if you are going to work one day, like you have gone to work, that 8 hours of that house, fridge will be turned on, the refrigerators are turned on, Wi-Fi routers are turned on, right? It is never going to turn off because it is stable. You need your refrigerator to function. That is your RMR. Even if your body is not using it, you just need that energy there. That is RMR. You need that calories there, right? That is RMR. And next, what if your everyday little movement, like for example you're cooking and you're running to your washroom, or you're running to your bedroom, that movement that you have inside your house, that is nothing but NEAT, non exercise activity thermogenesis. This energy or this calorie burn happens when there is set of things that you do every day. Wake up, brush your teeth, take bath, all these are non exercise thermogenesis. Through this, your heat is your calories are burned through this also. See, imagine how much calories we might burn every day, but very little. Now coming to exercise, when you work out, that is your exercise calorie, physical activity calorie burn. Next, there's another type of way, another way of burning your calories. Your body will burn the calories through your thermic effect of food. This is what I was talking here. So your thermic effect of food comes here. So whatever you eat, for example, you're using gas to cook your food every day, or you're microwaving your food, or you're using your electric induction stove to use your food, that energy is nothing but TEF, thermic effect of food. Just in house, how much how much priority you give to your cooking or kitchen is that priority that your body gives for food to burn calories. I hope you have all understood these four ways of burning calories. If yes, please give me a thumbs up or heart, or just say yes on the Q&A box, so that I can move ahead. Okay, I can see some hearts and thumbs ups. Okay, very nice. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Yes. So this is what it is. Just your house. Your house is your body. Your kitchen is your TEF. And your walking or your taking shower is your NEAT. Your exercise, your calorie burn through physical activity, and your fridge or your Wi-Fi router, the energy that spends is RMR. That's all is about how do we spend our energy. Thank you so much. So I think you guys have got it. Now, moving ahead. Now, what I eat and what I burn is also very important. So I can eat as much as I want. For example, I want to lose weight or manage my weight. There is a lot of difference between that. I need to lose my weight. and I keep eating my 1800 calories and not doing anything, so what will happen is it all stays in my body in the form of different resources, different energies, or different fat. If that energy is not used, then it turns as fat, and that is where you see the fat deposits. Now, how do I burn it? Like, how do I go about calculating that? Simple example, consider every day you need 1800 calories, right? So what will happen is, now I'll take example of myself, you all can write it down. So you need 1800 calories for what? To do all these activities, your RMR, your NET, your physical activity, your total energy expenditure. So for this you need 1800 kilocalories. Now what happens is, I only take 1500 through my diet because I want to lose weight. I need to control that, right? So I'm still giving calories, but in a limited amount, 1500. Now in this 1500, so now 1800 minus 500. Why 500? Because I have only taken 1500 and I have did little exercise that will help me burn 200 calories extra. So 1800 minus 500, I mean 1800 minus 300 minus 200. So you will have the total amount of 500 calories saved in your pocket. You're not giving your body, you just saved it. How? Because I needed 1800, I'm just giving 1500. So you saved 300 calories. Now keep that side aside. Now in this 1500, you're exercising, you're burning 200. 300 plus 200 is equal to 500. So in a day, I can manage 500 calories without getting, too much, without pressurizing my body. So that is how you start your simple weight loss or weight management journey. Now, again, what do I eat? You always have the perfect combination, the heroes of the, meal replacements, or, with all the nutrients packed in a box. That's your Formula One, your PPP, and your Shake Mate, right? I think every one of you might have used it, you might have felt the benefits of it, but also to talk about these, it's all, packed with different nutrients, high quality protein, 19 vitamins and minerals, fiber, whatnot. Whatever I spoke in GNP is present in these three products. So that's how you begin your journey. Now, once you begin your journey, you consider one might need just meal, another might need high quality meal. So what do I do? Right? I can use this label to refer. So since I was talking about Formula One, ShakeMate, and PPP, I have a doubt that like many of us think, why is there a palm fat added in ShakeMate? So I hope you guys also might have heard about it, right? Or might have seen in the label, you can see palm fat powder. How was it helping me? So simple, if you check your nutrition information, you can also see how much ShakeMate gives you energy, protein, carbohydrate, and what is the purpose of other ingredients. One such ingredient is palm fat. So this means, whenever a ingredient is added, it is added in a very, if it's not mentioned in your, first two or first three, region, I mean, places in after ingredient, that means it's added in a very small quantity. It is just added for the purpose of creaminess. People who have used ShakeMate might, you might feel that ShakeMate is very creamy, and it is very nice to have it with your Formula One. Why? Because of palm fat powder, which has been added in a very little amount. And just as you see on internet, the myths that you hear, and just people talking palm is bad, palm fat powder is very bad. That is, that's just a myth. So the truth is, palm oil also contains saturated fatty acids, and it also contains good amount of mufas and pufas, which you need for your body in a very minute quantity, right? So this is the one of the advantage that we can consider. So we can break that myth and tell, yes, palm fat as mufas and pufas, which I need for everyday function of my body. Now, otherwise, also, if you see, palm fat is added in a very little amount within the NIN guidelines. So this is what you need to tell your new friends, or new colleagues or new downlines, that this is not the problem. This is just what it needs to be added in a very little quantity for your supporting for the creamy texture or your consistency of shake mate. Now, the third question that we all, first thing we saw about metabolism, and then we learned about why palm fat is there, what is the purpose. Now we also hear this every day, as being a part of nutrition community or wellness community, you might have heard this every day. Protein is bad. Protein is affecting my kidney. Protein is giving me, different kind of problems. So everybody might have heard this. The thing is, let's break this myth to everybody. Protein is not at all the problem, right? Protein is never a problem, but when you start over consuming it, it becomes a issue, because you're just stuffing it. And you coming to the next slides, I can explain you what are the mistakes that we are doing. But overeating, over consumption of any protein, it's not only soy, it's not only chicken, it's not only bananas, any protein that you're taking, if you're over consuming it, it's excess harm to you're stuffing on your kidney or your liver or your body, right? That's the problem. Now, somebody who is already has some protein, I mean, kidney issues or liver issues or under medications, but they might not tell you, but still take protein and blame on the protein. So that is also bad. So if there is pre-existing condition, that is when adding extra protein becomes a problem without proper consultation or diagnosis. Otherwise, protein is never a problem. As you see, as a GNP says, 30% of protein per day for a healthy adult is necessary for all the bodily functions. Now, as I told, over consuming it. How are you over consuming it? So I don't take protein in my lunch. I don't take during breakfast. I skip it. I think I'm very busy, and I come in night and stuff my body with so much protein at once. That is when you're just stuffing extra things in your body. That is nothing. It is not going to help you. You're pressurizing your kidney to remove excess protein, or you're pressurizing your liver to detox it. So always remember, adding protein throughout the day will never be a problem. So breakfast, I take little protein, because you have your shakes. It's high quality protein. You need not worry about what quality protein you're taking. You have to consider what protein you're taking during snack and lunch, and again in the evening, and for dinner. For people who are into weight loss, if your coach is advising you to take 2 shakes every day, then for dinner also you take shake. But for the people who are just managing your weight, and your protein requirements are different, your body weight is different, then you take your dinner, then there also you need to add your protein. So this is how protein gets absorbed, and it also reflects in your body. It shows the benefits in your muscles, your cells, your hair, your skin, everything. So it's just when you give it the time, and how you take it. Next thing is, I was talking about thermogenesis, the heat produced in my body to burn the calories. That's thermogenesis. Now, how is this helping with thermogenic food like caffeine? So, thermogenic food like caffeine. Caffeine is one of the best thermogenic food, and it is always, please remember, caffeine will never cause you dehydration. That is just a myth. If you see many studies, many articles, caffeine is never going to dehydrate you unless you follow the regulatory limit, that is 300 mg. Now, if a person is taking too much coffee and tea, then he's blaming that I'm having too much caffeine. Then this is why, because every cup of coffee and tea, or considers around 95 mg of caffeine. That is something that it differs from cup to cup. Different coffee, different tea, different methods of extraction, different processing, right? So it depends on cup to cup. Now, if a person is going about this option, I'm taking herbal control 2 times, which is a caffeine based product, and I'm taking Afresh, which is also very good caffeine source, caffeine based product, and I am still wondering if I'm overeating it. No, the answer is you're just taking 284 mg of caffeine per day, 2 tablets of herbal control, 3 times of fresh, you're just taking 284. The limit is 300. So this is your regulatory limit. So you can understand the difference between coffee and tea and your Afration herbal control. So choice is yours. So you can choose the right nutrition. Now, the fifth or the next thing that we need to, the fourth thing that we need to consider is calcium. Every adult need calcium. That is the before 10 years, if you ask me, there might be a misconception that only adult above 30, 40 needs calcium. Now people are well educated, so we know that everybody needs calcium, right? Everybody needs. Now different age group needs different calcium. Now a woman who is 19 to 49 years old will require minimum of 1000 mg for her bones, or for her hormones, for a body to function. A healthy man, it's not just women who is undergoing menstruation every her menopause, premenopause, postmenopause. So everything, your calcium is drained out, so women needs to take at least 1000 mg minimum. Now a healthy man of 19 to 69 years old should consider 1000 mg minimum. Women who is 50 plus, as I mentioned, she might undergo menopause, different stages of menopause. Her body changes, her bones become, weak. She needs more refilling calcium because her estrogen is very low. So she needs 1200 mg calcium. Now, a man of age 70 plus will require again 1200 mg of calcium. So this is all how we take calcium. So people who are very new, that if you are belonging to this age group, so this is how you take calcium. And of course, we have a calcium with complete package of calcium, just not calcium mineral but also vitamin D. So remember, any like anywhere if you see calcium, you're also getting along with vitamin D, because they both are best friends. Without calcium, vitamin D will not function. Without vitamin D, calcium will not function. So this is the mistake we do. When we take vitamin D, we just take vitamin D but not consider calcium. When we take calcium, and we also need vitamin D, magnesium, different other minerals to support the absorption. So this is what I told you, are what you absorb but not what you eat. Because if you take calcium every day without vitamin D, without magnesium, what happens is you're just eating it. Your body is not absorbing because there is no partners. When you have vitamin D and magnesium together, it is binding your calcium and it is not letting it go out. So it is locked in your absorption, and it is given to your body. So that's the difference. So you need to take calcium every day. So our Herbalife calcium contains 400 mg of calcium. Also, people who are people are taking ShakeMate, you also have an extra benefit of 129 mg of calcium per serve. That is 258 mg two times. When you take two times, it's 258. So 400 plus 258, and different other products like multivitamins also consider calcium. It contains calcium. Sorry. Now, what about the rest of the gap that I have? Should I just leave it? No, you should always consider food calcium through your food, because calcium through your supplements and calcium through your food binds together to make it a better absorption, better absorbable form of calcium. So your paneer, India is very famous for, we are so lucky to have a wide range of foods with calcium, high calcium content. So paneer, your curd, your soy milk, your normal cow milk, everything has so much of calcium, like 100 plus 76 mg of calcium in paneer, just 100 gram of paneer. So you can consider these food sources. For more information on this, you can also visit Indian food composition table website. There you will have different foods and different calcium levels. So this is something that you can use it for everyday functioning. Next, now there's one case study that I would like to discuss with you all, similar to our assumption that people who are only 35 or somebody who's 50 should only consider calcium or take care of their joints. But here there's a girl, or there's a woman who is 35 years old. She is a marketing executive, and she has a regular good lifestyle, but she's also worried about her joints and she's working out, and she's considering, or she's taking calcium, but she's also worried if she should consider joint support or supporting a joint through the required nutrients. Just like I told, it is not just 50 above. It starts at your adult age. Now the trend has changed to any age your joint can have discomfort. So you need to take care of your joints and your bones, calcium, joints, your joint support. Why I'm talking about joint support? Because this is how your joint, the second picture, if you see, this is about how your joint will look if you don't take care of it at any age, no matter what age. The cartilage tears up and there is no proper movement, right? For the cartilage to develop or the cartilage to function smoothly, you need glucosamine, which is also a protein, which is a amino acid type of amino acid, which helps in maintaining this joint cartilage. So if you have heard about other different session that me and nutritionist Bindu would have taken, we talk a lot about amino acids, right? So there are different amino acids that you need to consider for each of your body. One such amino acid for your joint is your glucosamine. So you need to consider glucosamine no matter what age to take care of your joint and your bone support. Now, another big question that we have or we heard today, or today's communications, or anywhere you go, you have this question: Dino shake has sugar. Dino shake has sugar in the ingredients. Is it okay to give for my kid? Or is it, I'm just worried about it. So let's break down. It's a very, very interesting and very important slide. So please write it down or note it down somewhere. Your sugar levels for a kid who is around, let me take 1 to 3 years old kid is sitting next to me. That kid requires 5% of the total energy, total calories. So if you remember beginning of the session, I mentioned 1800 calories for an adult. So kid might need 1100 calories, right? Because it's just kid. In that 1100, 5% can come from sugars, that is added sugars, your natural sugars, or you basically added sugars, you keep 5%, right? 5% for your added sugars. Now let me calculate how much is 1100, the total calories of 5%, that is 55 calories. That kid is requiring 1100 calories every day to function. Now, 55 calories can come from the sugar. Now, how much is 1 gram of sugar? 1 gram, anywhere in the world, you consider 1 gram of sugar is equal to 4 calories. Every gram of sugar will give you 4 calories. That means that child can take, as per the Indian regulatory guidelines, that child can take added sugar up to 13.87 gram of sugar every day. Is it okay? Yes, it is okay, because your brain needs sugar, your body needs carbohydrates, so any type of sugar, like especially added sugars. This is the allowed limit, 13 grams. I hope you have understood this. Now let me talk about our dino shake. Now as you can see here, 1 scoop, 2 scoop, there is two different labels, right? So it is just telling you that for for the age of 7 up to 7 years, from 2 to 6 years old, right? From 2 years to 6 years old child, you can give 1 scoop of dino shake. And from 7 and above, right, 7 and above, you can give 2 scoops of dino shake. So 2 to 6, it's 1 scoop of dino shake, and 7 and above, it is 2 scoops of dino shake. So let me consider 2 scoops of dino shake contains 31 calories of sugar, right? If you see, there is 7.8 grams of added sugar, that comes up to 31 kilocalories, right? Because one calorie, sorry, 1 gram of sugar will contain 4 calories. So 7.8 grams of sugar is containing 31 calories. So now how much can this 31 calories contribute to the child's entire day's energy requirement is just 2.8 percentage. If you see here, the child can take up to 5%, that is 13 grams of sugar. But how much are we giving is just 31 calories, that is 2.8% of the total energy requirement. So this is something that you can explain your customers or your people to make them understand this is way too less and within our guidelines. And it is not like we are exceeding the limit, or it is not under FSSA guidelines. It all comes under regulatory guidelines. So this is something that we all learned today, right? Something very interesting. Now, seventh thing that I am like considering is rebuild strength also contains sugar. So what do I do about it? Since it's a nutrition day, we are talking all about nutrition information in the labels. So yes, rebuild strength is a post-workout sports drink, right? It is something for your post-workout recovery, rebuild your body's muscles, your body's protein requirement, right? So it needs to have, imagine a sports person without carbohydrates, there is no protein going to his body. I'm just giving one example. If there is sugars in the body in that post-workout drink, that sugars will make him rush, make the protein rush to his muscles for the recovery. That is the reason why we have different sorts of so carbohydrates in our post-workout drinks. Now let's consider rebuild strength, for example. It has 14 point or 14.7 grams. So the total sugar can come from the chocolate or the milk or anywhere. Okay, I'm just considering the added sugars. So 7 grams of sucrose, 7 grams of fructose, which is the fruit sugar, and 1 gram of maltodextrin, which is the brain sugar. Your brain uses the sugar for your energy rush, right? Total 15, approximately 15 grams. Now, what are the benefits of these? So if there is something in a product, and if it is undergone so much test, it is undergone so much guideline, regulatory limit, I mean rules, that means there should be some benefits out of it, right? So here sucrose is something that's quickly absorbable carbohydrate, because you need if rebuild strength functions very slowly, there is no point of taking the post workout drink. So you need a quick rush, because quick way to fix your muscles, because it's taken after workout, right? So this sucrose will help push the other nutrients within 15 minutes as you consume. And it also has moderate glycemic index, that you don't have to worry, right? Next, it is maltodextrin, which is just if you see, maltodextrin is just 1 gram. It's way too less, and it is easily digested like like the many other carbohydrates comparably. And it is also maltodextrin is safe, and it gives you that mild sweet taste, so that you don't feel very bad after taking the drink, right? Next, it's your fructose, your fruit sugar. So if you consider fructose, one good thing about fructose, it's low glycemic index. It's just 23, which is way too less. So if it is low glycemic index, now you see rebuild strength has fast sugar and slow sugar, right? It helps in recovery and rebuilding your muscles. So that is why these these are considered. Now fructose has low GI. It supports your carbohydrate metabolism, your protein metabolism, your glucose levels doesn't fluctuate, because sucrose is low glycemic index. And for prolonged performance, you need long-term energy. For that, fructose will help you. So these are the key advantages of each of the sugars that's been added, and there is a purpose for it, a science behind it. So that is the reason they take it post-workout drink. Now, glycogen, if you see rebuild strength, you might have heard about glycogen. When I talk about rebuild, it is nothing but glycogen. Glycogen is nothing but the glucose is stored in your body in the form of glycogen. Your body will store this energy for other activities, like when you, after working out, you walk to home. For walking, you need energy. After going home, you need to take a shower, bath, you need energy. Glycogen is a reserve. It is storing your energy level. So glycogen is also in your body when you take the post workout drink. So this is all about rebuild strength and sugars. Then the next question I will have is, why is artificial sweeteners like sucralose has been added to Yeah. Why is artificial sweeteners like sucralose is added to my product? So what is its what does that do? So let's break down this. So as I told, sucrose is different, sucralose is different. Sucrose is a carbohydrate, sucralose is a sweetener, artificial sweetener. Now moving ahead. Yeah. So first of all, you might have all seen the slide along, very, famous slide this is. So it has been approved by WHO, your European Union Scientific Committee, your Food Standards Australia, your US Food and Drug Administration, which is very, very important. Your food and your FAO agrees it, your Japan Ministry. So all the top food industries, nutrition-based industries, or the authorities has told that this is safe and this is the best thing that you can use for your food and your supplements, because it's been approved because of these reasons. It has 0 calories. That's a concern. It has no calories. It does not raise your blood sugars. That is, again, if your sugars go up and down, you might end as diabetic. So this will keep it intact, that it does not go, because it is low GI food. Now it has high sweetness. Because of that, they use as artificial sweetener, safe and approved, and it does not store in your body like glycogen. It just passes out because it is not metabolized. It is non-metabolized. So this is the benefits. Now, sucralose in our products. Now consider you're taking 2 shakes per day, you're taking hydrate, you're taking night works, you're taking herbal aloe concentrate. These are the 4 products where you can find sucralose, and still the total will be 180.8 mg per day, including the 2 shakes, right? It is just 20% of the limit that's been approved by your government bodies. The limit is, so your scientific committee of food, every for average 60 kg body weight. Imagine if you're 70 and 80, it is okay. But for basic 60 kg body weight, you can take up to 900 mg of sucralose every day. This has been approved by government bodies. Now, how much are you taking? 180.8 mg, which is just 20% of 900 mg. So we are way too within the safe limit. So you don't have to worry about sucralose. It's an artificial sweetener for your sweet and sweet purpose and your carbohydrate. It's one of the push up to your product. That's all. So you are way within the limit. So I think you guys have got your answers here, and you would be very happy. I can't see the smiling faces, but yes, if you have done your skincare today, yes, your faces might even glow. So, have you done your skincare today? I need to ask my audience, have you done your skincare? And yes, if yes, so people who have not done the skincare, or people who have to know about skincare, something interesting is there are million things that's affecting your skin every day. So please start your skin prepping externally and internally. So if you see your sun, your climate is very, very, drastically changing. Your pollution, your sleep, nutrition, everything matters for your skincare. When I talk about internally skincare, did you know that up to 40, by the age you are 40, your body already loses 10 to 20 percentage of total collagen. What is collagen? You can also see on the stick, label of our skin booster. What is collagen, right? So collagen is the most abundant human body protein that human body can prepare. If you're not giving good source of nutrition, if you're not taking good sleep, if you don't have quality sleep, if you don't have good fats in the body, your body will reduce every time. So what happens when you don't give collagen? Your skin becomes, the elasticity in the skin is due to, this elasticity in the skin is due to your collagen. So that goes out by the time you're 40, 20 to 40% goes off, and you look older than your age. That is the reason. So vegetarians can boost their collagen productions through nuts and seeds. Otherwise, the good source of collagen is fish collagen. And what is the difference between the regular collagen and fish collagen? I mean, the hydrolyzed collagen is, consider you're giving a child a roti, okay? Since everybody knows about roti, a 3-year-old baby you're giving full roti, okay? and give and tell that baby to eat that roti. It will not be able to eat completely. It might eat, or it might, throw away or play with it. But imagine you're just breaking the roti into small pieces and you're giving it in a ready form. So that's when the child can, swallow it and eat it. That's the difference between the regular collagens where you find and our hydrolyzed fish collagen in Skin Booster. It's like the broken roti. You're giving the ready-made collagen to your body, or the broken pieces of collagen, so that your body does not have to struggle absorbing it. So you will have the benefits of the collagen. That's something interesting that you can, consider telling it to your friends and flex about it, right? Now, the last thing, as I told, we have seen the entire nutrition, but nutrition without, like, the plant, okay, with water plant is growing, but without soil it's nothing, right? Similarly, without sleep there is no, good hygienic nutrition. So just like other, your improvements in your lifestyle, you need good 7 to 8 hours of sleep, and it also depends on your lifestyle activities, how much you're sleeping. Not afternoon sleep, but your no night sleep, which is your deep sleep for 7 to 8 hours. A good quality sleep, if you do not have it, your memory is not good. You have digestive issues. Just like we saw, since 1 hour we have been talking about gut and absorption. If you don't absorb properly, no point of eating. So your digestion itself is affected if you don't sleep properly. And you're emotionally, you're, tired next day when you don't sleep, and next day you go, you just want to hit somebody, or you don't feel like, talking to anybody. It's all because of your emotional irregulation, right? So what is the solution? So by now you guys might have grabbed your solution. Did you guys grab your solution? So did you guys try out our Sleep Enhance, which is recently launched, and the best thing that, in a solution, in a bottle. This is the thing that I can, brief it out. Now, what are the benefits of this product? So as I told, you need quality sleep, which our hero will do it for you. Sleep Enhance is for your quality good deep sleep. So waking up around 2 hours after sleeping, again going to sleep, again waking up for 4 hours, it is not going to help your sleep schedule. So this will help you to wake up, feeling calm, and your quality is improved, and your mood is good, and it is also suitable for vegans, vegetarians, because it's a vegetarian product, and it is gluten free. It contains non-caloric sweetener, that is, your stevia, which is a non-caloric sweetener, and it is clinically proven by saffron extract. So what are the claims that we, our hero, our Sleep Enhance has is no artificial flavors, no artificial colors, no added caffeine, no added sugars, but the flavor, the natural flavor in Sleep Enhance is hibiscus flavor. Hibiscus is not in Sleep Enhance, it's the flavor of Sleep Enhance, that is hibiscus, right? Now you guys don't confuse it. Now what I told something about saffron. So we are not using saffron exactly because it's all there. We want something which will function, and we want something which will give us good results. That is your Affron, which is the saffron extract, right? Which this saffron is going to help me have the good sleep and improve the benefits in my body. Like you all know, other things that you can consider to have a good sleep is, please close your curtains, have a blind curtains. Okay, don't sleep in a room which you can, your light can pass through. It's not for your eyes, at least for your melatonin hormone, your sleeping hormone, right? You need, dark rooms, good clothes, no caffeine, no afresh before sleep, just Sleep Enhance 2 hours before sleep, 2 scoops of, Sleep Enhance in water, warm water, cold water, whichever you prefer, and you can have a good nap time. Not in the afternoon, but in the night, right? So this is how you maintain your nutrition hygiene and your sleep hygiene. So before ending the session, you guys would have received a link in the chat box. That is your feedback link. So we have done something good today. We are, I know, as a part of Herbalife family, we have done, World Nutrition Day, and we have learned about nutrition information in our products, about the sugars, about the palm fat, right? So you would please click on that link to give the feedback of this session, which will also be, useful in the further upcoming session. So it's just 3 points, 4 points. Just please click on the link and you will have the feedback there. So yes, thank you so much, everyone. So it was a wonderful session. I saw many of you reacting and many of the messages on the chat box, I mean Q&A box, and I can see 16,000 people on one call. So it's a very, 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 good thing on a world